everyone, this is John from MTG Modern Ad Nauseam, and we are about to go for our third match in this link number 5. But just for a couple of seconds, I just want to show you the latest decks on MTG Top 8. So since last time, because it's been a few, I stopped for a few days between the match number 2 and match number 3. So a couple of decks have popped up on MTG Top 8, and let's just have a look at what it is. And I don't know what happened. We can't see any sideboard, but we don't really care. It's just what I just wanted to show you for a couple of seconds is pretty much all the decks that puts up results on this MTG database. That's pretty much the same 60 list with Spoil of the Vault. I haven't seen any recently. I haven't seen any Ad Nauseam putting them results in this MTG database with the mystical teachings or anything with the other wish list, for example. So it's always very this very established list that puts up results. The mana base is always different. So here we see one City of Brass, we see Urborg as well, but in terms of the rest of the spells, it's pretty much the same, and always with the 3 Spoil of the Vault. And the second one is pretty much exactly the same. Just checking, maybe it's the same person. Don't think so. Pancake Powerfield. No, it's not the same person. Deck is very similar. We have a Slaughter Pact main. They're both running 3 Direction and Life, and the mana base changed slightly. They both play 1 City of Brass. This person play only 20 land over 21 here. We can see a Temple of Enlightenment. Yeah, we can see it as well. So 5 temples against 5 temples. So it's very, very, very similar. It's a shame that we can't see the sideboard, but yeah, it was just to show that the main board is very, very similar to all the deck that puts up results. Alright, so I will try to look for an opponent and come back in a sec. Alright, we have found an opponent, and let's jump in as this third match. We've lost the first 2 matches against Dredge and Merfolk, so we don't have many expectation in that league, but let's see what we can do. Okay, so we get this for the first time a Thoughtseize, since we have it main now. I guess I might... We only have 1 land, we have a Bloom, so we have 4 mana. We have the hardest piece of combo. We can still search for a white piece of combo. We have double cantrip. I would say it's a keep, but having a gemstone mine here is not gonna be... it's gonna be a bit difficult. Hopefully we need to cantrip lands quickly. If we do, we're in good shape. We're even in good shape against this card. Alright, so we're gonna suspend Lotus Bloom and get... Okay, so what should we do? Do we want to do a Sleight of Hand or Serum Vision? I'm tempted to do Serum Vision because it's very important to get a land drop next turn. So we will be able to dig a bit more. So we should have more chance to have a land next turn. Because we don't really... Because if we have a second... We could grab a second Bloom. So we could increase the chance of grabbing a second Bloom now with Sleight of Hand. I'm not too sure here what's the best solution. I will just do the usual Sleight of Hand first. If we have another Lotus Bloom like here, but that's a few Direction and Life. In here, if I take Lotus Bloom, I don't need to worry about land anymore. But let's go for the combo. That's the problem with Sleight of Hand when we have 2 cards that we like, and that's probably a reason that we should have played this Serum Vision. But we are lucky. We are definitely lucky. So we're getting a Serum Vision, and we have 5 mana. 5 mana so far, and if we can get to this... So we have the 3rd mana. We have white here. We're gonna cast Direction Life next turn, and we'll be able to do that only if we get this gemstone mine. So what I would do is I would put this. Do we want Pact of Negation? We might want Pact of Negation, so I'll put it on top of the library and put Gemstone Mine on top again. So next turn we'll do Phyrexian and Life, and then we can combo with a Pact backup, and we all good to go. So let's see what our opponent is doing, and we can spoil off the vault for... Oh, okay, the game has ended. Deepron wins. Maybe our opponent... Okay, so it happened the league before. It happens again. Maybe our opponent was doing maybe some Jund or Mardu kind of deck with absolutely no discard, and he felt like he was about to lose and he didn't want to reveal what he's playing. Maybe, but that seems that no. Anyway, that's not a good idea because he doesn't know what I have in hand. So anyway, that's not good. We don't know what we're playing against. So we're gonna bring Manalik and Thoughtseize. We can see the difficulties of playing Thoughtseize in our deck. We always want to do other things, so it might not be that good of an idea. But if we can get a proper land draw pattern, it would be very good. Here we're really struggling in our land. What do we want to bring against Unknown? I haven't seen blue. I will keep the Pact of Negation, because if he has blue and we remove the pact, we're pretty much screwed. So I will keep it. I could potentially keep my opening hand. We've seen black. I would be tempted, based on what we've seen. See, we've seen black and red. Let's bring on the ley line and not worry about mana leak, and maybe remove the Thoughtseize. We should maybe remove the Thoughtseize, and we could do this. That would be good if we were running against this card. We haven't seen blue, but maybe we should be a little bit cautious. It's difficult to be prepared against everything, so we probably need to choose something to be prepared. So let's decide to go that way, since that's the best of our knowledge at this stage. Is playing black and blue, so black and red, sorry. All right, so we don't get our Ley Line of Sanctity. We have we're very good hand if it's not discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, already 5 mana. Plus a cantrip and a combo in a hand with Spoil of the Vault for Ad Nauseam. So we're gonna keep. So this hand is a bit, it's much weaker to discard. And alright, so now we're having, that was Dredge. So Dredge that couldn't dredge anything. That makes more sense. Why he's actually scooped, because he didn't do much. And Faceless Looting, that's a very good Faceless Looting. That's an amazing one. So we are looking not great here, but we should be able to, with the second Prism, we should be able to be also very fast. And let's start with Serum Vision. Ley Line of Sanctity. It's too late for Ley Line of Sanctity, that's for sure. Even though... we drew one, okay. And land, I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't need land. We have enough. I think we could grab that one in case he can remove one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6 mana. Even if you remove a prism, it might be because at this stage we just need mana. So I'm tempted to just keep it here. Or we could just bottom it because we might just run into another land in the next draw that we're gonna have. So that's all for our turn 1. Okay, so we're having some Dredge, Blood Gas, so double Blood Gas are going to pop up right now. And okay, I don't see this Prismed Amalgam, which is the one that hit the hardest in the deck. So we are not looking too bad. I'm just doing F6 here. Okay, so it's not looking too bad. It's not going to be able... We should have a turn 4 kill here. And I'm not going to play the tempo because I want to... Okay, so City of Brass, because I would like to do Prism. Prism turn 2, Prism turn 3, and combo turn 4. So we're going to lose 2 life for that. And yes. So we... Yes. Yes, and blue and prism. Alright. And do we want to F6 here? Yes. Okay. So the game plan looks solid. And that's Nature's Claim. So we were expecting it. We're going to 23, so we might get a bit of time. Thanks to it, we have a second prism, so we're still looking good. We're still looking good. So if I count again the mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are missing 1 mana. If we want to combo by using Spoil and Grace. I didn't check the color, but yeah, in terms of color it's fine because we have Grace and Brass. So another Brass, so now we have 7 altogether. I'm tempted to... Not tempted, that's just the only thing that I should do. So we're just gonna do Temple of Deceit and look at what's coming. Oh, City of Brass. I think that's enough City of Brass. And we're just gonna lose a life again. Be careful to tap for white. And gets to this prism. So we are at 5. And we can leave the City of Brass for our last land drop. So it will be an untapped land drop. So even if our opponent had 2 Grave Troll, ooh, Necro and Priest Amalgam. No, that's a very good Dredge for our opponent. He's still gonna attack for 4 here, but next turn he's gonna attack for much more. Hopefully it's not enough to kill us on next turn. And oh, he's tapping, so how is it? Is the Convoke Stain the Mind? Okay. Alright, name a non-land card, search target player's graveyard and a library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. So he's gonna name Ad Nauseam. There is nothing we can do here. Search target's player. A Leyline of Sanctity that we have in hand, that we could have cast, would have done the job. He couldn't have targeted us. I don't think it was the right play based on our information to just... We could have done City of Brass and use only 1 counter of our prism to do Leyline. But it was a good choice to bring it in. But here we still have an out if we top deck. So we still don't know what he's gonna name. It's not... Yeah, it's of course Ad Nauseam. So we still have an out. We can just draw We can simply draw a Lab Maniac and do it for the Lab Maniac kill, assuming he cannot remove our Lab Maniac. So another Dredge. So this time we had 2 Dredge. We avoided Dredge for the first 20 match of this channel, and now it seems that Dredge is on. Because if I look at other channels, like Nikachu for example, they seem to run into a lot of Dredge. And I was actually surprised that we didn't encounter that many. So he's removed all Ad Nauseam. This game is looking very bad, but let's wait until the end. We still have a game 3. A Prism is not gonna do it, and I'm just thinking if there's something stupid to do. We could spoil for Maniac, but it still doesn't do much. If we had 2 spoils, yeah, we could do Ad Nauseam, spoil for Maniac, and then spoil. So if we can draw, actually we have 2 outs. He's not gonna be, I don't think he's gonna be able to kill us. So I'm just gonna do the Prism, and if we top deck a spoil, with all the mana that we have, we should be able to actually win the game. So we're not that far off. A plane is not what we need, because we can do Angel Grace, spoil, and we should have enough mana to do all the tricks. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 top deck. We have 44 cards in the deck and 3 top deck. So our opponent is gonna go for quite a bit of damage here. If we top deck a Fear Action and Life, we're gaining 2 turns. Getting one turn. A Serum Vision. So a Serum Vision could do it. What are we gonna get from it? Maybe I should have been more careful with the land that I used, but I don't think so, because we have a lot of colors available here. So Enlightenment, Lightning Storm, Fear Action and Life. So Lightning Storm is not gonna help us. Fear Action and Life. We could Angel Grace. Yes, that's gonna work, because we're gonna Angel Grace next turn, then we're gonna draw Fear Action Life and cast it. We're still getting some turn. Yeah. Put on top of the library, and I don't think it matters anyway. What should I do? I'm just gonna do, I think in terms of mana we have way enough. We could cast Leyline of Sanctity. Don't know if... Okay, I'll just bring the tap land, because I don't think it matters, because I don't think we're gonna have any another turn. So let's just do our plan. He could simply... I didn't see if he has Conflagrate. If he has Conflagrate, it doesn't matter, because we're just gonna do Angel Grace anyway. So he's going straight into combat, and we're doing our thing. So that's the live gain. Does he have anything to destroy enchantment in the graveyard? No. So we are back on 1. We knew it would happen. Fear Action and Life. So if he can Conflagrate for 1 and then attack, that would be enough. There's nothing we can do. That's maybe why we could cast Leyline of Sanctity. He can't Conflagrate anymore. That's something that I forgot. We could potentially do it now, but we have to remove. Okay. So if he has Conflagrate, we could have prevented it by casting this, but it doesn't seem that it's going that way. Okay, so He might have just a destroy enchantment or something. No, he just want to... Okay, so we don't draw our Maniac or Spoil of the Vault. That would have been a very interesting double Spoil of the Vault. But yeah, so once again, another reason why Spoil of the Vault can be very useful if we get Exile or Ad Nauseam, we still have an out, and it's three cards pretty much. So 3 cards can save us. So it's not that bad. So we're playing Dredge. So we pretty much sideboarded okay here. We did remove the Thoughtseize, remove the Mana Leak. No, we didn't bring in the Mana Leak. Echoing Truth can be good. Can be quite good actually to bounce things. Giga Draws, Patrician's Coin, Phyrexian and Life. So Phyrexian and Life is great. Buy some turn, and then we can remove 2 things. Spoil of the Vault, I want to keep it. We need to be fast. So unfortunately we need to go this way. Remove some mana rocks. Yes, let's go 1/1 since they are both very relevant, equally relevant. I never know which one I should sideboard instead of the other, because they do play Nature's Claim. So this one is a little bit weaker because this one can be used straight away in response and combo directly in our turn 4. So I would say the Bloom maybe is a little bit more relevant than the Prism here, but we could see in the first game how relevant the Prism was to get our mana, because we need this 7 mana, and it helped us quite a bit. So we're gonna be on the play here, if that's okay. I'd rather go 1/1. What did I do? I'd rather go 1/1 because sometimes a Prism can just attract a Nature's Claim as well, if we want to protect our Phyrexian and Life. So in here I'm gonna mulligan. We know our opponent is playing Stain the Mind, so that's dangerous, very dangerous. We have no cantrip, we have only 1 piece of combo. We won't. I'm gonna keep this because I can't go too far away. Do I want to keep this? We're already at 5 here. We're already at 5. But we have 4, we have a cantrip, we have Echoing Truth. It's good, but that's not what we want. And only Spoil of the Vault. Maybe we should mulligan. I'm gonna mulligan here because it's still a bit tough. And I know we have a good hand. Not a good hand. We have a good 5. And Angel Grace. Yes, we're definitely gonna put this on top. However, our Scry is gonna be useless, and we are in need of land. So our Scry is gonna be useless. Suspend. So in here, I am going to do City of Brass. And I could pretty much spoil for Angel Grace straight away. So that's I would say faceless looting, but that's even better. Okay, so do we want to spoil for Angel Grace? No, I think we can wait for that. Okay. Now we have our Deceit, we can still do it now. Gemstone Mine, and we are good to go turn 4. So we're gonna put this on top of our library, of course. I am not going to spoil because our opponent can play some collective brutality turn 2. In that case, we're not too bad. So he's attacking. Ooh, okay. Our opponent is not doing great, and we're just gonna do our own thing. So he missed a land drop. He didn't want to do any graveyard shenanigans. It's looking like he was very greedy. Maybe he has a Stain of Mine in hand, and he could only think about this. And we're gonna cast, and we're just gonna go for it. We have everything. Okay, so I'll just pause and do the Lightning Storm combo. Alright, and our opponent conceded straight away after casting Ad Nauseam, which we thank him for that. So it was not so interesting match this time. We didn't have a game 1, pretty much by game 1, and then this game 3. I'm wondering what our opponent is holding, but my guess is he's holding a Stain the Mine in a pretty bad Dredge start, and he wanted to rely on that, and then he couldn't. Anyway, we had it was a mulligan to 5, and I'm actually happy that it happened, because I'm usually very cautious about mulliganing, and I guess I did the right choice to go to 5, and I think I should try to probably be more aggressive like this, even though our 6 was not great, so it was not very difficult decision, but it's a good lesson, good experience for me, just to learn how to be aggressive like this, and try to go to 5 or maybe less. I don't know. I've never mulliganed to 4 with Ad Nauseam. I guess we can still work, because we don't need many cards to combo. If we can get a Bloom and Ori a piece of combo, we could just, and top deck a few land, that could be just be enough. All right, so that's the first win of this league number 3 against Dredge. So 1 win, 1 loss against Dredge, 1 loss against Merfolk. Let's see what we have in the next round, and hopefully we can win the next 2 games and get some rewards at the end of it. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.